Hey, so this is the fractions number 2 video. This one is about changing, number 2, this is changing your mixed number into improper or vice versa. So let's look at having a mixed number first. So if you recall from last video, mixed number is when you have something, a whole integer that's on the side, and you have a fraction that's left over. So how do you change this mixed number into an improper fraction? It's actually pretty straightforward. If you wanted to visualize this whole, two whole, represents you have two complete pieces. But out of that complete whole, how is it divided into? Well, this is going to tell you. So basically this 3/5 is your whole piece divided into 5 different sections. And this fraction, the remaining one, means that you have 1, 2, 3 out of the 5. But you're not done yet because you have this whole integer. So since you have 2 of them, you have 2 complete chocolate bars that can be divided into 5s. And since you have 2 of these ones, that means they are all filled in, or you have 2 complete sets of them. So that's another. So this is what 2 and 3/5 will look like. So this 1, 2, and this is your 3/5. How do we change this into improper fractions? Well, if you look at this drawing, you can see that out of each chocolate bar, it's divided into 5. It can be divided into 5 pieces. So that automatically is your denominator. And since improper fraction means that you have more on the numerator, you're going to count the total number of little pieces in total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So your numerator is 13. A shortcut to doing this is actually a method that you can just go, I'm just going to rewrite this so you can see. So this is the same thing. A shortcut of doing this is taking the denominator, 5, multiply it to your whole number, so multiply. So 5 times 2 is 10, and then the last thing is add to your numerator. So that's going to be 5 times 2, which is 10, plus 3 is 13. And the beauty of this is that you don't have to do anything to the denominator, so you're just going to move it over, and that's it. So that's changing from a mixed number to an improper fraction. Well, how do we switch and go backwards? So going from an improper fraction, so let's use a new number, 3 1/5. How do we change, oh, that's not an improper, that's a mixed number. How do we change from say a 9/4 into a mixed number? Basically, if you remember from the first video, fraction lines means divide. So 9 divided by 4, so how many times can 4 go into 9? You would think that 9 divided by 4 is 2 and something. So after that, you know that your whole number is going to be 2. Well, what is this something? So after you have divided, you know that 9 can go into 4 2 times. So 2 times 4 is 8. Oh, this is getting confusing. And what you have left over from 9 subtract 8 is 1, and you move the denominator over. Let me rephrase that again because I think that was a little bit unclear. So to change from a 9/4 improper fraction to a mixed number is that first, again, you can see that 9 fraction 4 is just dividing or division. So if you think about what number multiplied by 4 will get you closest to the numerator. So if I were to multiply this by 1, you only get 4, so you're not really close to 9. If you multiply this by, say, 2, 2 times 4 is 8. 8 is really close to 9. That's really good. Is there a number that's closer? So let's try 3. 3 times 4 is 12. So 4 times 3 is 12. 12 is over 9, so you can't use 3, and the 1 is too small, so you're going to use 2. So this is your whole number. But what's something that's left over? Well, since 2 times 4 is 8, the leftover is whatever the numerator subtracting to that number you just multiplied. So 9 subtract 8 is 1, and your denominator never changes when you're converting, so that's your answer. If you wanted to visualize this, you can always draw this out. So 9/4, the bottom number is how many pieces of your chocolate bar is divided into. So in one chocolate bar, it's divided into 4 pieces. and the top number, your numerator, is the number of little pieces that you have. So you have 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're going to do another one because you only have 8, so you have to fill in one more. So you can see that this is 1, this is second one, so those are your 2 whole ones, and this is your leftover, which is 1/4. I think going from a mixed number to improper is easier because you have this little formula, multiply and add, to work with. Get some practice with improper to mixed number because it's really important to visualize the fractions and why the top number is bigger, what does the denominator mean. Once you have that, all the fraction work is pretty straightforward. So that's second video. Thanks for watching.